He's the top dog in one of the flashiest shows.
The right-hand man to the Donald himself.
And he's only 10 years old. Meet Trump's new whiz kid. Then from toasters to long-lasting lipsticks.
They're products you use every day, and I'm putting them to the toughest tests.
Plus,
Classic is back.
We'll show you how to dress like a lady. Think Audrey Hepburn, Grace Kelly.
You?
Yeah?
next on Allie and Jack. Live from New York City, it's Living It Up with Allie and Jack. On today's show, he's Uncle Junior on The Sopranos, actor Dominic Chianese. Meet the 10-year-old boy who's a Donald Trump in training. Two desperate dads beg us to make over their daughters. And Allie is let loose in the Good Housekeeping Test Lab. And now, here are Allie Wentworth and Jack Ford.
We're chock full of yes.
On Living It Up with Sharippa on Allie and Jack.
Welcome back. So our first guest, at only 10 years old, is well on his way to becoming the next Donald Trump. He successfully wheeled and dealed the Donald to allow him to executive produce the world-renowned act of the Fitz brothers, Untamed Illusions, at Trump's Taj Mahal in Atlantic City.
Please welcome the adorable and very young Fitz Tepper. Good. You look very,
I have a present for you guys.
Oh,
You do?
you're kidding.
I have Furco's Brothers cigars.
Oh, thank you.
How cool is this?
You're not going to light one up now, are you? No, okay.
And you just got married, so leave
Okay,
it for
Oh,
engaged.
you can go give it to him. You can go give it to him. Oh, that is sweet. Oh, boy. You're a smooth talker. Now, where'd you get that name, Fitz Tepper?
It's, my grandfather's name is Daniel Tavis.
Okay.
And I use Fitz Tepper is mostly a business name.
Sure.
And
It's a business name.
at school, I use Fitz Tepper.
Yeah. But with other CEOs and
Yes.
people, it's yes.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're in the boardroom and
Yeah.
you're taking a meeting, you use those words, right? Now, tell us about the act here, about the Fitz brothers, and what kind of an act they are.
They're Czechoslovakian performers. They have magic and tigers and dancers and illusions. It's like a Siegfried and Roy act.
When did you first see it?
I saw it about a year ago.
Yeah.
And my grandfather saw the show on TV, an TV ad.
Yeah.
And so he took us all to see the show.
And you just
And
loved it.
it was amazing how the way they treat their animals. They jump up and slobber all over their faces. They levitate the woman.
Wow.
Women. It's amazing.
Now, had you ever seen an act anything like this before?
No, I haven't. Not
And
at
then, and how did you then get close to these guys? How did you become associated?
My mom was biking on the boardwalk one day, and she literally ran into the star of the show, Tony Furcos. And then he invited us to the show again. We pretty much became family friends.
So you were now a fan of the show.
Yeah.
But at some point in time, you became the executive producer of the show. How'd that happen?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
We're going to go back to Atlantic City, and their contract broke.
Yeah.
Then they were going to go somewhere, like Oregon or somewhere far away. Yeah.
Where's Oregon, right?
I know.
And so you said,
so
wait a second.
I called up my buddy Donald Trump.
Sure.
Sure.
Now, you really called Donald Trump?
I really called Donald.
Do you have some sort of connection with Donald Trump?
Through my grandfather, who owns casinos and hotels.
Oh, okay.
So your grandfather and Donald
Yeah.
Trump were buddies?
Yeah.
But he took your call. I mean, you called him and he took your call?
I asked him if he had time for me now, and he said, sure, I always have time to talk to you, Fitz.
Ah. And what did you say to him?
Oh, I love Donald Trump.
Yeah. What'd
I
you say?
said,
He doesn't return my calls.
yeah, this is a great magic and tigers act, and you don't want to miss it before it goes to Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, okay.
He said, sure, it's a lot better than Oregon, so
Yeah.
one of my casinos there.
So
Are you?
So you convinced him to... So you convinced him to put the act in one of his casinos?
In the Taj Mahal.
All right, so you're executive producing the show.
Yes.
What's your cut? How much?
10% in a cell phone.
A cell phone. A cell phone. All right. So you could be a millionaire one day, huh? Yeah, $1 million. So are the ladies just throwing themselves at you?
Well, the dancers, we lock them in their dressing rooms 10 minutes before the show.
So they don't attack you?
Yes.
Oh.
There's been attacks.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you become the next Donald Trump, which in my mind you already are you going to buy yachts and islands?
You never
and stuff?
know.
But do you have your eye on anything you would spend $1 million on?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah?
Long time to think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well,
so.
you never know, honey. It
Never
could happen
know.
overnight, in which case, you call me. I got a 1-year-old
Yeah.
daughter who's pretty cute.
Now, when you go to the show, you know, you get 10% in your cell phone. What do you have to do as the executive producer? What are your jobs?
I supervise.
Besides locking the girls in their dressing
Yes.
room.
That's the most important.
Of course it is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Supervise backstage and to help out with the gift shop there.
Sure. Sure. Well, listen, I understand you like to play with your Game Boy a lot. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it's broken right now?
Yes.
Oh, well, you know what? We're not millionaires, Jack and I, but we do like to give an occasional gift. So we have a Game Boy for you, and we're going to come see this fabulous show. And if people want tickets, what should they do?
They can go onto the Allie and Jack website, and there'll be a link for information.
Okay. Give this boy his 10%. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Congratulations. We'll see you.
Fitz Tepper!
We're going to be right back with Dominic Chianese from The Sopranos. Stay
I'm
with
going to
us.
walk out with you. Now that you're listening, you did so
Still ahead. Want this year's longest-lasting lipstick, hottest toaster oven, coolest coat? Stay tuned.
The pageantry of athletics at whatever level you're talking about, whether it's high school or at the Super Bowl, but you just feel that surge of emotion, whether you're a player, whether you're a fan, it really doesn't matter. Especially in the home opener. There's always something special.
And on the floor directly beneath us, the guy that got the looks in the Tepper family, 6-year-old Fitz Tepper, the grandson of the chairman Ed Tepper.
He's got the best of everybody.
Who, along with his uncle Jimmy to his right, will kick out the first ball representing youth soccer in the Delaware Valley. He's a veteran at this and a bit of a hand.
Fitz is getting big.
Right at you, Donnie, and off he goes. Good job, Fitz.
Take a bow.
We will come back and kick off the home opener for you on CNE in a moment.